NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Bradley to James. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the left corner to Chris Dunn. From long range. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. To James. JaVale McGee. To James. Can't miss those. Levine to Chris Dunn. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Wendell Carter powers it through.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. To Bradley. To James. Deep two there, won't go. To Chris Dunn. Levine. To Wendell Carter. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's James controlling the offense. To Bradley. Anthony Davis up against Porter. Now a shot by Bradley, no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
James to Davis. Screen coming. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Going to launch beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Fires the three and drains it.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
James into the front court. 5-point game. To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you. Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose in an NBA Finals series in their history.
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Avery Bradley missed his first. That one goes.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Danny Green snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
LeBron James, defended by the former Hoya. To Danny Green. They go down to Davis. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Levine to Markkanen. Nothing going here on that drive. Over to the right side. Levine to Wendell Carter. Short jumper misses. Danny Green to James. Down low for Davis. Cruises inside for 2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Dunn to Markkanen. Five seconds to shoot. And scores.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Bradley to Kyle Kuzma. To Davis. Anthony Davis. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
The versatility of Anthony Davis makes him one of the most special players in the league today. He can score on you with his back to the basket, but if you also leave him open on the perimeter, he's going to knock that down with ease.
The follow won't go either. Kuzma. Thaddeus Young with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Wendell Carter. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Lakers ball. Bradley to Davis. Surveys the floor. The Bulls clear the rebound. To Young. Here comes the screen. Thaddeus Young in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Shot clock winding down. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
They'll get it down to Davis. Can't connect from in close. To Young. To Wendell Carter. From the painted area, won't go down. To Davis. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis lets it go. Knocks it down off the step back.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Young. Five to shoot for the Bulls. Has a look. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here comes the screen. Bradley.
Ice. Come down, I'm here.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Young. Chicago with 4 to shoot. To Young. Goes to the left side. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Kuzma. To Davis. Scores from the post.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Zach LaVine. Count the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Cook with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Short jumper off the mark. Bulls with the basketball. To LaVine. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Down to Young. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Dunn to Porter. Here comes the screen. Defense making the ball carrier work. Dunn to Markkanen. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
To Markkanen. Anthony Davis pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play, the lead grows to 12. To Chris Dunn. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Here comes the screen. Dunn to Young. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Thaddeus Young. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dunn to Markkanen. to Chris Dunn. Lakers at the controls right now. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. Screen coming. Lauri Markkanen sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Otto Porter trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Los Angeles, they have it. James to Cousins. It's rebounded by the Bulls. Dunn to Young. Markkanen to Chris Dunn. Down to 5 on the 24. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go. LeBron with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Rebound LeBron. Avery Bradley. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Levine. And scores.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
To Danny Green. LeBron James wants it. LeBron James. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Screen coming. Deep two there, won't go. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Throws it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Short jumper stays out. Across the timeline comes James. The advantage is 13 points. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Knocked loose. Done. Zach LaVine Knocks it down. And, Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To James. Trying to cash in and strokes it. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Levine to Young. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Young shot off the mark. Cook to bring it into the front court. The lead is 12. Here comes the screen. James down for McGee. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Thaddeus Young. He's now 4 for 6.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
New blood coming in for both sides. Jay, 27 wins a year ago for the Bulls. What can this team be?
They have the potential to be a playoff team, but in order for that to happen, a lot of guys need to take that major next step in their careers. Oh, he sent that one.
Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Levine. To Markkanen. Not that time. Bradley to James. Chris Dunn. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Chris Dunn. Markkanen to Chris Dunn. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a chance. Shot by Dunn, no good. Bradley to James. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Dunn, knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
From the painted area, won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Add 2 points to the board.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Bulls with it. Levine to Porter. Probing the defense. Porter to Markkanen. Has a look. Markkanen shot can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Dunn to Porter. Markkanen to Porter. Five to shoot for the Bulls. Markkanen to Wendell Carter. No, I missed a short one there. James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Bradley. James to Bradley. That's rebounded by Chicago. LeBron James swats it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Markkanen. He was hacked. They let it go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
And he buries it.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Zach LaVine, 4 out of 7.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Markkanen to Zach LaVine. Chicago with 4 to shoot. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Count it.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Trying to cash in. Shot misses there by Valentine. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers, halftime with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bulls are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Blocks.
The Los Angeles Lakers have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you're starting to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
It's Chicago ball. Dunn to Wendell Carter. Markkanen slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Bradley to James. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
To Markkanen. Dunn to Porter. Here comes the screen. Almost, but no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Chicago with the possession. Porter. To Levine. Has a look. Zach Levine. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Bradley to James. Down low, Green. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Here comes the screen. Dunn to Wendell Carter. To Markkanen. Trying to cash in. Just off the mark. Davis. Count the bucket for 2.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Markkanen to Porter. Markkanen to Zach Levine. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Bradley to James. Down for McGee. Nice pass to get things going.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Finish that. Dunn to Porter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
LeBron up against Porter. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Dunn to Markkanen. Anthony Davis tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Bradley. Got it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Bulls with the rock.
I got blocked.
It's Bradley with the rebound. To Davis. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Dunn. To James. Has a chance. Shot by James off the mark. To Levine. Markkanen to Chris Dunn. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Now a step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lakers ball. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
James against Porter. To Bradley. To Davis, down low. Look out, Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
To Markkanen. Here comes the screen. Porter to Chris Dunn. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To James. To Bradley. Avery Bradley, now 4 for 9.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Levine to Markkanen. To Chris Dunn. To Zach Levine. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Bradley to Davis. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Hey, watch the screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Porter to Markkanen. Fine to shoot for the Bulls. Dunn shot that misses.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
McGee powers it through.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Down to Young. Thaddeus Young. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lakers at the controls right now. James to Davis. Not going down for him this time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Wide open look, won't go. Shot misses there by Valentine.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And the Lakers clear. LeBron into the front court. His guys leading by 14.
Ice.
Trying to cash in. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Young. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LeBron into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Bradley to James. Here comes the screen. Here's James for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Porter. Wendell Carter powers it through.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
LeBron with it up top. Lead is 12. To Davis. No good, and no foul. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Lakers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. If you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
And finishes strong.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Down to Young. To Wendell Carter. Won't go. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Levine. Won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Able to convert inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Wendell Carter. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Kuzma to Howard. Short jumper won't go down. To Wendell Carter. Goes to the left side. To Young. Dwight Howard rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous... Oh! Out there looking like the Dikembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Deep two there, won't go. It's Cook with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. To Davis. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Chicago basketball. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prom City.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Bradley to Davis. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
to Young. Short jumper stays out. Bradley to Davis. Baseline drive. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Levine to Markkanen. And count the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Hey, switch, I got it.
Bradley to Davis. And count the basket inside.
I remember my high school coach said, one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Levine. Lakers have it. Kuzma. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Bradley to Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron James against Porter. To Davis.
Got it. Good try, good try.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Porter to Levine. Fires the 3. Zach LaVine forcing that one there. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Markkanen. Nice pass to set things up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Davis. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. James to Howard. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Zach LaVine. And finishes strong. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Davis to James. Davis. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here comes the screen. Davis passed it off. It's a big finish. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds off a ball. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. James, defended by the former Hoya. Davis to Danny Green. LeBron James up against Porter. They go down to Davis. And he hits.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Dunn to Markkanen. Here comes the screen.
No, he can't guard you out here.
Offensive board. Dwight Howard with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Down low for Davis. To Danny Green. Has a chance. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Zach LaVine. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Davis. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
LeBron against Porter. Davis to Howard. Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Has a look. Jumper's good.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
James into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Davis. Knocked loose. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Davis. To James. 4-3. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Dunn to Markkanen. LaVine. That misses with 3 seconds left. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Lakers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. That does it for us.